Good morning. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. We've just finished feeding time, and it's now drinking time for Pip. She's eating her breakfast as well, just about. And these little pups have had an hour-long feed from me. It's quite an involved process feeding pups, and it requires a lot of patience because some are bigger than others, and some feed better than others, and some are having more of Pip's milk. Look at her, what a wonderful mum she is. She's straight in there, cleaning them up. And at this stage, she tidies up anything that they do without going into more detail. So it's a big job for her, but it's one that she takes to very willingly. You know, she's making sure that they're all clean and tidy. She works her way around all of them, licking them and stimulating them, and I suppose just checking that they're okay. So yeah, we are beyond thrilled and excited to. And if you want to send some pictures of pups to your Facebook pals, give us a share. And Pip is an absolute natural mum. She's done unbelievably well. And she's always on the job. Just had her outside, and she comes in, she jumps out, she goes back to them, she looks after them, she feeds them very, very often, you know, which is obviously really important at this stage. And you can't make her do that. You know, you can, it's so good that she wants to feed them. The moment that she feels as though they need another top up, she's there. She's milking well, she's eating well, she looks fantastic. We made the decision, or I made the decision, and Dad, you know, in a short way into the pregnancy, I could see she was in pup from just a few weeks on. You know, I could see the change in her, and we decided to feed her. It's always a nerve-wracking time, a bit like a pig when they go down to feed, but she's careful. She's sat on one a bit there, but it's out now. And this is why we've got the bars around the edge so that she can't sit down and trap any against. And there she's offering herself up to let them feed now, and they'll gradually make their way towards her and get the message. And this is an opportunity for me to pick out the lesser lights, because there are 3 that aren't doing just as well as the others. You're one of them. You're one of them. And it's a time to put these front row on the grid. You know, this is their moment to get in before there's a little one at the back there. I really need that one. Come on, little guy. Come on. Got you. He needs his time. At the milk bar, that big one there, he's fine. He's just had it's ironic, actually. I'm offering them all extra feed, because it's really important that with a big litter like this, and I suppose just an update, really, folks. We did lose one on, I think it was late on Wednesday. It was one that it kept having these fits for no apparent reason. It looked all right, and then it'd have a fit, and in the end it had a fit and never woke up, unfortunately. So that was very sad, because we'd set our heart on rearing 11, but we've got 10. And there's 3 of them that Rohin, we had Rohin round yesterday, the vet, and he said if you rear all 10, you'll have done very, very well. There's 3 there that, you know, are going to be a tough gig. So, but that's, you know, that's just making sure there's no pups underneath that. Where's there's a little one somewhere I'm looking for. There it is. Yeah, that's fine. And let's put that little one. Oh, it's on a teat. No, it didn't. That one isn't. Put that little one on a teat, because it's really important that one gets, you know, a fighting chance, more so than some of the big ones. The big ones that we're feeding. Come on, grab hold. The big ones tend to take the bottle better than the little ones as well. So it just must be that desire to feed, that determination. But that little guy's having a go now. So and something's keeping him going because he doesn't drink loads from the bottle. So we've got a little ID parade there. Kate's done that. She's done a brilliant job. She's loads of patience. And as you can see, we've got them all. We're weighing them every day, and making sure that they're all growing. It's all right, Flower. Good girl. Good girl. So you know, we can track progress of ones that are struggling. That said, there isn't a lot more than we can do at the moment. There's one that's causing us concern. He's a little guy. He's got no ears, so he's fearless, earless, and he's not a great drinker either. And we're having to go to great lengths to keep him going. But Kate and I are doing the feeding on these because I think you can have too many cooks sometimes. So we're doing it between us, and we're determined to give him the best possible chance. You know, I don't know, can't say he's going to make it, but we can't say he's not either. So if we possibly can, we will. And it's sort of one of those now. You know, he's got a name, and he's you know, he's just not had the easiest start in life. He's got no ears, which is no great detriment to him. It's only the outer ear. He's got the inner ear. He will be able to hear, but for some reason he's not a natural sucker off the bottle. So what we're doing to give him the best possible chance is some of those guys, like that guy in the corner there, he's not bothered. He's a big dog, and he drinks off the bottle as well as drinks off mum. So by giving some of these big dogs a big drink on a formula that's really good, by the way, it's like the best stuff you can buy. It means that fearless, earless has more of a chance of sneaking in there and getting his share of Pip's milk. But you can see how gentle she is with them. She's shown a true nature to be absolutely wonderful during this pregnancy, and to the point where Dad he's really taken to her. You know, I think he'll you know, she's somewhere between him and me now in terms of ownership. So but anyway, you can't have enough good friends in life, can you? And certainly my dad's really taken to Pip, which is wonderful. Tim says, a beautiful sight to behold. Pip is such a good mum, and the milk bar is open. Look at the lovely nuzzle from Pip. How many boys and how many girls, says Teresa? There were, I think there's 7 and 3. 7 boys, 3 girls. Now the big thing, it's a simple job in lots of ways, but it's painstaking in the sense it's taken me an hour to feed these 10 pups, and to do it with patience and time and varying them all. Some take it, some just drink it down. Some need the line a certain way to get more milk down them. Some need, you give the bottle a squeeze to get the milk flowing before they can taste it, and then they'll start sucking. There's all kinds of little different nuances of how you can feed them. So there's an hour there, and that's every 3 hours. So of every 4 hours, we're going to be spending an hour feeding pups, but it won't be forever. And I think the more of these guys that we can rear, you know, we're realistic. Rowan says those 3 are going to be a tall order. Big litters rarely all survive. You sometimes end up with less from a big litter than you do if they just have 6 good pups. But you know, you can't choose these things, and we will. You know, we've set our stall out to rear them all, and if we don't, then we don't. But we'll have given it our best possible shot. So what else? We've got to keep Pip interested in food. We've got to keep her appetite stimulated. We've got to make sure that her bowl is washed at regular intervals, that we keep giving her her favourite foods little and often. It sounds obvious stuff, and it is obvious stuff. But if you know she likes a certain food, I've got 3 different types of dry biscuits, and then I've got these little pouches for small dogs, and I just open a little pouch with a biscuit, and then I'll give her a fresh biscuit later on. You know, I've got some with salmon, some with, I don't know. They're all expensive biscuits. you know, high protein, and it's a case of making sure that we keep her interested in the food. It's like us, isn't it? You wouldn't want the same food every day. You can see this is them feeding now. Pip's just chilling, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to make sure that every day there's something to tempt her palate, because if she stops eating, she stops milking, these pups stop growing, and then we've got a job on our hands. So yeah, that's one of the things that we've got to do, but that's fine. We've been doing that for ages anyway. As soon as I suspected she'd got a large litter, we've been feeding her like we would a sheep with quads, as much as she could possibly get. So if you can give us a share, that would be grand. If you want to send a picture of these 10 pups, 10 at the moment, and we're hoping it stays that way. We had a visit from Rohin, the vet from Donaldson's, and he was very impressed. He really took to Pip, thought she was a wonderful mum. He's given Fearless an antibiotic, and we're supporting him as best that we possibly can. Rob said he wants them to go to good homes and be working dogs. Any profits from them will be going to various charities. All the proceeds of the sale, it won't just be profits, it'll be all the proceeds of the sales will go to, at the moment, 10 different charities. So if that diminishes, it does, but it won't be if they want to try in. And you know, they are working dogs, so we would love them to go to working homes, or at least a home that can stimulate them fully in terms of the exercise and the interest. And you know, a collie, I think there's one charity people keep mentioning, Border Collie Rescue, and maybe they rescue collies who've gone to homes who are, you know, perhaps not suited to them. So but we'll all have a say in the charities we support, and but all suggestions are very welcome. You know, we obviously are keen to hear what's out there and who's doing great work. And you know, we're not going to change the world, but it'll be a few quid towards a few good causes. So yeah, that's sort of what we're up to. 3,700 people, 3,800 people watching. That's grand. So if you want to send a picture to your pals, please do so. Tomorrow morning we will be back at 7:30. We will no doubt have a catch up with Pip as part of that process. But there are other embargoes that we've not been able to talk about fully that we can now talk about to our heart's content. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning, take you on a full tour of the farmyard, show you what's been born since the programme was filmed, show you what's prospered, what's not prospered, what's been a struggle, and a lowdown on all the interesting stuff. I hope you've enjoyed Springtime on the Farm. We certainly enjoyed making it. We've enjoyed watching it. It's been a collaboration. Look at that one over there. It's just in puppy heaven, isn't it? Look at it. It's been a collaboration of loads of our old TV pals, people that we started our journey with 5 years ago, have come back to work on this 2-week episode, and the viewing figures are great. Everyone's really happy. Don't know what the consolidated figures are until Monday, but we're hoping that there's lots of people watched it on catch up as well. And we're hoping that, you know, and this is where maybe you guys could help us a little bit. If there was a clamour for a summer on the farm and social media, that would no doubt help no end. But you know, the decision is not in our hands. You know, if it was, we'd be planning it now, we'd be making it now, we'd be entering country shows, we'd be covering all sorts of stuff. You know, these pups, the progress of these pups would make a lovely film on Summer on the Farm, wouldn't they? You know, the struggles that they're having now with having to supplementary feed them, and then going through to wherever they go, to the next stage in their life. So we wanted Pip to experience the joy of motherhood, and she's been a natural mum, and she has done. And so far, everything's gone really well, but it's not without its effort, and it's going to be it's going to be a long job for a long time. But we're going to dig in and make sure that we do it, and that we give them the best possible chance. But you can see a lot of them now that they're suckling away, they're relaxed, aren't they? And I think that's the beauty of giving these extra feeds to some of these big dogs. They're not too bothered, are they? There's a big dog there asleep, there's a big dog there asleep, there's one there that's not too fussed. There's another one behind there that's not bothered to feed on this occasion, and it's not because they're not doing well. It's because I've just given them a bottle and they've drunk it hungrily, and well. So Richard Bowker, happy birthday, Farmer Dave. Absolutely, happy birthday, Dave. He's not been 100% well yesterday, so I'm hoping he's better today. He's had an upset tummy and a fever, so hopefully he's getting over that and he can still enjoy his birthday. So happy birthday from me, and I'm sure lots of you guys will be echoing those sentiments. We put a film out quite late last night after the programme finished about Pip's pups and the background to him and some of the trials and tribulations. So if you haven't seen that, give that a watch if you've possibly got time. And yeah, we're still lambing, still lots of sheep lambing. Hopefully we can give you an update on everything at the roundhouse tomorrow. In fact, not hopefully, we will give you an update on everything at the roundhouse tomorrow morning. And there's some big news up there, so please tune in for that. There's been another new arrival, which I can announce tomorrow morning to you, and various stuff. You know, there's all kinds of things that we're able to talk about fully now, and could do with some better weather. I don't know what you guys think. We seem to get 3 or 4 nice days, and then all of a sudden it goes to pot, doesn't it? So yeah, we could just do with a few weeks of nice stuff to cement springtime and to lead us on to hopefully a successful early summer. So that's a lovely thing. Victoria has sent birthday cards to you and Dave. Wow, thank you so much. But please don't waste your money on a couple of old geezers like us. Update on me. It looks like it's my hips. The problem, the mobility problem I've got. Because I'm in pain pretty much all the time now. I'm really not travelling so well. The physio said it looks like it's the hips, so I'm going to have an X-ray next and see where that leads us. So that's a bit of a bombshell. Didn't see that coming. So we're going to see where we go with that. Dave's birthday today. My birthday next Friday. So the big 5-5. But I'll say I don't feel any different. Obviously, my hips do. But in my mind, I'm definitely young at heart. Claire House showing off. I'm in Spain. It's about 30 degrees. Well, I'm good for you. I'm glad it is. It's 30 degrees down where those pups are, because that was another thing that we needed to do. Kate got a thermometer. We both Googled it, and it was 30 degrees was the magic number. So we just lifted those heat lamps to just the right height to achieve 30 degrees at ground level. So we're trying to leave no stone unturned and make sure that we give everything the best possible chance. But the main thing is for Pip to keep eating, to keep producing milk, for these guys to keep drinking it, and hopefully we will be successful in the end. Rosemary Osborne says, happy birthday, Farmer Dave. Ria says, glad you're getting an X-ray done. Yeah, I didn't hesitate once he said that. I says, no, we need this sorting, because literally it's agony just to go up and lamb a sheep. I'll do it because there's no one else to do it. When David was poorly yesterday, the Kate's coming out of hours still, which is really, really wonderful, incredibly helpful. But it's down to Dad and I now for a day or two. So Jeanette says, Kate is a diamond, absolutely shining bright. Victoria says, love the little one curled up on Pip's hind legs. Adorable. They are adorable, aren't they? They're absolutely fantastic. Pip looks knackered, lol, says Nikki. Well, she's not. She's really, really well. You know, when she's had enough, she jumps up and she sleeps in the other side. She's not with them all the time now, but she tends to him as required. and she's just doing fantastically well. She's potters about in the garden outside. Leave the door open, she can come and go when we're out there gardening, and she's just enjoying it. I think I would definitely say she's living her best life. So she's cleaning one up. So yeah. So this morning we've had a lot of lambs born. All the pens are full again. There's still a lot more to lamb. If anyone's coming down today, then you've a very, very good chance of seeing some lamb in action. These are to feed every 3 or 4 hours. See how they go. Some were hungrier than others this morning, but they'll all get the chance. And just case of keeping everything on the straight and narrow. I think the forecast for today is a bit better than it was now, so hopefully that'll be good for the sheep and the lambs outside. Joanne John sent 100 stars, thank you. Angie says different coloured felt pup collar. Well, you can, but we've got them all ID'd from 1 to 10 due to the markings on the face. Kate's taken 10 pictures, printed them off, and we know exactly who's who without having to paint the toenails or put collars on, or which might upset Pip. We've got them all ID'd. We're weighing them every day, and we're making sure that everything is being done. I've googled it. I did a lot of research before. We've had pups before, but the world's moved on, hasn't it, since then? So I googled it and did a lot of research. I got the formula. Made sure we've got plenty of this. And the utensils to feed them, lots of little bottles, lots of little teats, all different sizes. So we were ready. Got this paste that you just squeeze into the mouth, and that acts as food for the first day or two. So we were, and I think that's probably why we've still got so many of them alive. We've given them every chance. But it's all about tomorrow, not yesterday, isn't it? We're going to make sure that they keep thriving. Rowan did say to us, look, there's 3 there that you'll be lucky to rear. So there's a big caveat there that we've got 10 now, but we might not end up with 10, but we're aiming to, and we're going to absolutely try. So Victoria says, has Nellie been down to see the pups? Has she chosen one to keep? Well, these pups, they've got huge potential. They wouldn't be a suitable pet for Nellie. She loves them and she's enjoying watching them, and she'll be coming to look at them later, and she'll be helping me feed them. But they're a grown-up dog, a collie, aren't they? You've got to understand them. You've got to be able to fulfil the needs and requirements. I'm not saying they have to work sheep, but that's what they're bred for. So they need something that's at least as interesting as that for them. So that's there's all those things to be taken into consideration. Look at the big dog over there. So Sue says Kate is the most amazing asset to Cannon Hall Farm. I have loved watching her learn and grow. Her journey, absolutely, she's absolutely brilliant, and we would echo that entirely. And Jill says beautiful. Martina says absolutely gorgeous, and Marion says wonderful. So I suppose Katie says collies are amazing dogs. My last dog was a collie mix. He was amazing. So yeah, it's just a case of sitting in here, digging in, making sure everything's fed and done, and all the bits and bobs are done as they should. And if we do that, then we'll have the best chance of having as many when it comes to weaning time as possible. So Claire Bentley says, has all 11 made it? No, we lost one, unfortunately, a couple of days ago. It kept having these fits. In fact, it had a fit when Dale and I were filming the video. I managed to resuscitate it and bring it round, but it had another one later and couldn't make it respond at all. So there was something amiss with that one, because it wasn't thin or anything. It wasn't one of the smaller ones. It just had some kind of congenital defect, I think. I spoke to Rowan about it, and he just says this is just what you get sometimes. Rebecca says, don't Pip mind feeding the pups. No, she sees it as her absolute job. You know, she doesn't need encouraging to do it. She's in and out all day doing it. So it's what she does, and it's what a good mum will want to do. So Sharon's got 2 rescue collies. Exactly. I think there is a bit of a thing with collies, isn't there? You've got to give them the right home. So, this is why we're going to be very. I don't want to say too much about where they're going to go, but they just need to go to homes that understand them and that we've got confidence in that they're going to have a proper carry on. So says Rob, you are so loved. Please be sensible and look after yourself. That's very nice. Well, I'm trying to do that with my X-ray. Look at that one. He's off now. Off you go. He's off on a wander. That's got a big full tummy, hasn't it? That one. That's exactly what we want. Carol sent 200 stars. Thank you. That puppy is absolutely rolled off, says Dacia. Gemma sent 50 stars. Thank you. And Di says, how old are the puppies, please? I think they were born on Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening. So they're a few days old now, aren't they? We're weighing them every day. The difference in the weight is incredible. There's 3 little ones and the rest are absolutely thrashing it on. So Adele says she's an amazing mum. And Carla says that little one's full. Tracy says, my friend is a collie. He's been trained as a support assistant dog. He's doing an amazing job. Well, that's lovely to hear. Collies are intelligent, aren't they? There's no doubt about it. Carly says, my mum has 2 collies and one has got epilepsy. Oh, heck. Which might be what that pup that we lost had. He definitely went into a fit and a trance and, Katie says, totally agree, Rob. Out walking, you tend to see many wrong dogs to the wrong owners. Yeah, we just need to make sure these are a good fit for their requirements going forward for the rest of their lives. It's really important to us. So, still 3,500 people. We've had half an hour of looking at pups now, so probably we'll call that a draw and go and crack on with something else. But very much appreciate you tuning in for an update on Pip's Pups, and no doubt we're going to be seeing a lot more of these guys over the next weeks and months, and follow their journey, and hopefully, some of them right through to maybe being a working sheepdog, somewhere. So that's going to be lots and lots of fun. So let's have a look at you. So I'm sat here in my chair, nice and comfortable. This is where we sat to watch you when we were a birth partner and made sure that things were right and that they were breathing when they came out and all that jazz. So from Farmer Rob and little old Pip and 10 pups, we hope to keep it that way. Hope that we keep 10, and whatever you're doing, have a wonderful Saturday. It's a little bit dank and dreary here at the moment, but the forecast is bright and hopefully it's going to be nice. So from Pip, 10 pups, and Farmer Rob, have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. See you tomorrow morning at 7:30. So for a full tour of the farmyard and a proper catch up on all the animals that we've not seen that much of lately. So see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching, and a big cheerio from me. Bye bye.